Hello everybody, Ace here, giving it to you straight with day 39 of the video log challenge, and today I wanted to talk to you about the power of gratitude and how we need to stop resisting what the universe is trying to bring us. So, I was meditating, I think either yesterday or today, might have been one or the two, I forget. And what I gathered from it and what they kind of imbued me with and what they brought to me was this idea that a lot of us, specifically me, we're resisting what the universe is trying to bring us. So again, being that we're sloppy manifestors, we don't realize that a lot of the times when the universe puts us in an uncomfortable situation or puts us into a major boss battle or through another challenge, that's in fact what it's trying to do is move the universe around, move the world around for us to get what it is we desire. And out of fear or out of a lack of faith or a lack of trust, especially self-trust, we freak out and we go a different way, and then the universe didn't have that chance to put that piece in place then for the next piece, next piece, next piece. Again, we think we're just going to manifest this as if we're conjuring up, something, and in reality we are. But time moves super slow here, and it just takes time to get all of the pieces to play because we're co-creating this universe, right? We're co-creating this experience together. And so other people have to do what they're doing as well for us to get what we're trying to get. And that's why the more we focus on ourselves, the more we focus on what we need to then manifest, then we're not focused on everybody else, and we're only focused exactly on what it is we need to be concentrating on to manifest the things that we desire, especially peace and serenity and abundance and all those things. Now, the power of gratitude is honestly, that's the way that this is going to work. Okay, so the power of gratitude is a step to the power of love. To me, I didn't really understand love at the beginning of this healing journey and at the beginning of this awakening journey. I thought I did, but again, I believed more of the Matrix societal view of love, where it's one shade and it's mommy and daddy and intimacy and romanticism and all of that manipulation that has been really manipulating the power of love and what it is and how it does make up the entire universe. And what got me to understanding that was understanding the power of gratitude, because gratitude is a high frequency emotion. It's a high frequency feeling that we can use to manifest from. We can manifest more love by being grateful for the love we already have, even if the love is not perfect, right? So through gratitude, I was able to shift out of my pessimism, my negativity, and my self-limiting beliefs. So what I did was, my friend Mimi, she got me a gratitude journal, right? And I committed myself that I was going to go every day in this gratitude journal. It was 186 pages long. I was going to do a page of gratitude every day at some point. And I was able to do that. And so over the 186 days, I also tracked my moods, right? So I tracked my mental, spiritual, and physical levels from 1 to 10. And then I would title it something, kind of like how I title these videos all cheeky and things like that. I would title kind of what I was going through that day, and then I would write what I was grateful for, even the challenging moments, even the moments of failure, even the moments of lack. I found a way to be grateful for those because I knew that they were going to take me where I was trying to go. I actually ended up doing a gratitude journal, a gratitude practice for 17 months straight, right? Every day. So 17 months is almost a year and a half. So that's nearly 500 plus days in a row that I did the gratitude practice. And it was everything. It changed everything. Because what it did was it showed me what was mine and what wasn't. I was in a state of gratitude, but I was still having manic thoughts. I was in a state of gratitude, but I was still having self-limiting beliefs. And because I was in a state of gratitude, I had that contrast to see what was mine and what wasn't, what was programs and what were really me, what was my spirit trying to unlock inside of me. And through the power of gratitude, I was able to help heal myself. Because we don't want to be unhappy. We don't want to be stressed out, we don't want to be ungrateful. And we want people to be more grateful for us. And I realized that one of the most important things in my life is acknowledgement from others, because I wasn't given to myself, right? And that I always wanted to be appreciated. I always wanted to be acknowledged. I always wanted those things from other people. I wanted their gratitude. But in reality, I wasn't giving it to myself. So there was just no way that was going to come to me because the frequencies didn't match up. it was the same, it was like polar, it was not opposites, they were the same frequency, so they would come together just like a magnet and then repel each other. And that's the issue about not doing these things for us, is when we're not open to the things we want from others and from the external world, when we're not open to giving that to ourselves, then we can't create the vibration and the frequency necessary, the Holy Trinity: vibration, frequency, resonance, right? Through intention. Vibration, frequency, resonance through intention, the Holy Trinity. When we don't have the Holy Trinity being held within ourselves, we're not our magical selves. We're not wizards at that point. We're not druids. And we all are. We're all gods. We're all God creator beings in a concentrated form. And through gratitude and love and going through the fire of your past and going through your shadow, you unlock more of your superpowers. And your superpowers are just clairvoyance, clairsentience, clairaudience. I heard there's clairsniffiance. I don't know what it's called. I forget. I'm pretty sure my mom has that. But people literally can smell memories and they can just smell things and know what's happening. I have a very sensitive sniffer myself, but that just adds to my whole total sensory. The crows are coming back. The crows are coming back. Coming back to all the sensory, of my ability to bringing all of the sensory information into my body, not just my senses, and digest it, and then use my intuition to decipher and kind of tell what's really going on. And so I've been in situations before where I straight up left. I was like, this doesn't feel right. I'm getting out of there. I just went on a random diatribe. But anyway, power of gratitude, right? So I did that 17-month gratitude journey, and it ended up being one of the greatest things I ever did for myself, because it helped me understand finally. It helped me truly embody the gratitude I knew I had. It's like that. It's that three-step phase. It's one time. It's the first step is recognizing. The second step is thinking it. The third step is feeling it. To actually create that resonance, to create that frequency within ourselves, you got to think it, feel it, and do it. Right? You gotta have the idea. You got to think it, and then you got to hold it inside of yourself and believe it. And that's the issue where a lot of people don't understand why they can't attract, is because I'm saying the stuff, I'm thinking it, but do you believe it? You know, again, with imposter syndrome isn't the idea that you're going to fail. The imposter syndrome is the fact that you haven't made it real for yourself yet, and you just got to jump in. And we're afraid to take risks. We're afraid to jump into things and fail and figure it out, because we've been manipulated and propagated and programmed to believe that you need to be perfect, you need to follow this framework and this plan and this thing and this, that. That's why being human, again, the framework for being human is very based in concepts, and it's based in vocabulary. And it's just giving everyone the tools. It's empowering people with the tools of like gratitude, of self-awareness, of self-acceptance, of self-care, of self-love, which those four elements, those four phases of the being human framework actually is what breeds more gratitude. It breeds more love. It breeds more self-affection, because those are the things you need to do to take care of yourself. And so we're all on a different journey, and we're all on a different path, and we're all in different vehicles with different life experiences. And so there's no way I can tell you, here's a A to B route and do this, and this is what's it's just not gonna work for you. But what I can do for you is go, these are the concepts, this is what they mean, this is how I can make them relatable to where you're at, and this is how it's worked for me, this is how I did it, this is how I failed, this is what I went through, this is what I experienced, and I would love to help you, and I would love to see how it happens with you, because then we can compare and contrast, and then we can tweak the being human framework to make it even more powerful for the next person, because I know people that have gone through it with me. I have a couple friends that have been listening to me more and more with it, and it's been taken in places. My sister really followed me on that, and it helped her a lot. And I know that it's meant to be, because it's not mine. I channeled that from the universe. This is a part of the reason, one of my big gifts to humanity, one of my big gifts to the world, something I'm so grateful for, is to give this being human path back to ourselves, back to our humanity, because it's everything I've been thinking and fretting and researching and searching for and exploring and adventuring for my entire life, is this framework to unlock ourselves and to find more gratitude in the everyday moment and finally be free. Again, that's what I'm trying to create right now in the beginning. All that other stuff's coming, the awakenings and the ascensions and the meditations and the online courses and all those things. It's all coming, it's inevitable, it's going to happen. But all I'm trying to focus on right now is helping those people who receive these messages and are meant to get these messages. I just want to help you breed more freedom in your lives within yourself so that you can see how free you really are in the universe to do and create everything you ever hoped and desired. And then eventually get to the point where you realize that you don't really hope and desire for much anymore because the universe is going to bring you so much cooler stuff, so many cooler people, so much cooler opportunity. And you just have to surrender and keep loving you and doing you and being grateful for you and being grateful for the experience and being grateful for everything around you and everyone around you. And then all of a sudden everything starts to click, pop, 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 pop. And because you are keeping this temple clear, because you are continuously processing the human experience that you're going through on a daily, moment by moment basis, doing the right work at the right time, you have no more worries, you have no more stress, you have nothing but faith, blind faith, because you already know what's going to happen. It's a movie. And even if something tragic happens, you know you'll get through it. And if the tragedy is you ending, then you just end this form and you move on and you get to go on to a new adventure without the pain of being human. That's why all these cultures around the world have always talked about what's next. Oh, let's give up on this life. And no, don't give up on this life. Go through this life head first with everything you got and make it heaven here. Because if you can make heaven on earth in human form, and the most painful time to ever been to be a human being on this planet is right now. If you can do that here and now, there's nothing you can't do ever in the rest of the universe. You take these lives with you. You remember these lives. This is the only form you come into that you don't remember. There are actually other forms you can grow into or go into later on that you remember yourself in. So you get to be all of the experiences you ever have immediately in form, unlike this one. That's why this one's so powerful, is because you have to learn how to be again. When you're the infinite, you have to learn how to be separate and lack and less than, right? And then bring it back to the Godhead, and then bring it back to being whole, and then bring it back to remembering. Because it's all concepts. It's all a movie playing out, and we're just watching it. We're really not doing anything. We're thinking it all. That's why it's a war on our thoughts and our attention. So if you liked what you've seen and heard today, hit that like button. If you want to join the army of energy, hit that subscribe button. I no longer have social media, so hit me up on my email at dahmahwolf@gmail.com, damawolf@gmail.com. That's my pseudonym. And I'm really grateful for you all. Today is Thanksgiving. I do these videos a week out. I didn't really want to say that, but I don't care, because I just really wanted to make this a special message for all of you a week later when you receive it. But on this very beautiful Thanksgiving Day in 2020, on the craziest year that it has ever been to be a human on this planet, I am just so grateful for each and every single one of you for being on this journey and for doing the right work at the right time and for exploring yourself and for surrendering into yourself and to surrendering into something bigger than yourself, for having hope and having faith and for standing tall and for standing in your lion and for truly embodying what it means to be this new earth. I am so grateful for each and every one of you, and I love every single one of you, because we are all the same. We are the army of energy. And that is why I keep preaching this, and that's why I'm not stopping. There is nothing stopping me now, ever again. And you're a part of that with me, and I'm so grateful for you. And so I hope you get a little bit further on your path today. I hope you gain a little bit of clarity on your journey, and I hope you get to love yourself a little bit more, because you're very special to me, and I know there's many people in your life that you're very special to as well. So if you can embody that feeling of you being unique, vibratory expression of God, it'll open up everything. And with that, I leave you. So have a wonderful day, have a wonderful Thanksgiving, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Take care.